Hello students, welcome to MK Academic Solutions. So myself D Chinnagokari, one of the mentor of chemistry in MK Academic Solutions. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. It is one of the important topic in organic chemistry. Okay, so now let us see what we are going to cover in this organic chemistry today. So we are going to discuss about the introduction of IUPAC names, means what is an IUPAC name and what is the basic structure of IUPAC name. These two topics we are going to cover in detail. Okay, so first of all, what is the IUPAC? IUPAC, the full form of IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, so it is an organization which will give some rules and regulations, some guidelines how to discuss the chemistry. Okay, so universally it is followed by the all chemists. Okay, so IUPAC name. Okay, IUPAC name of an organic compound mainly contain three parts, that is prefix, root word, or it is also called word root word, it is also called root word, word root or root word and suffix. Okay, so now let us see one by one here. First let us go through the root word or word root word or word root. So root word or word root will give information about number of carbon atoms present in the main carbon chain or parent carbon chain. Okay, it gives information about it gives information about number of carbon atoms present in main carbon chain, present in main carbon chain or parent carbon chain, or sometimes it is also called principal carbon chain. So here what is the general root word? General root word is alk. Alk is the general root word. Okay, so now let us see different type of root words for the different number of carbon atoms. So here, if only one carbon is present in the parent carbon chain, what is the root word we use? Meth. Meth for the how many carbon atoms? Only one carbon atom. 2 eth, 3 prop, 4 but, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept, 8 oct, 9 non, 10 dec, 11 undec, 12 dodec, 13 tridec. Like that we are going to give the different root words for the different number of carbon atoms present in the parent carbon chain. Okay, so next thing is what? Primary suffix. Okay, suffix is again two types, that is primary suffix and secondary suffix. Now we are going to discuss about the primary suffix. Primary suffix gives information about nature of carbon-carbon bond, whether the carbon chain is saturated or unsaturated. So here what is the meaning of saturated? If carbon chain contain only carbon-carbon single bond throughout it, okay, only carbon-carbon single bonds are present throughout the compound, such type of compounds are called saturated compounds. So where we have to see in between carbon and carbon only. Okay, and when the compound is saturated, what is the primary suffix we are going to use? We are going to use An as the primary suffix. Next, unsaturated. Unsaturated means the carbon compound may contain carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, they are called unsaturated compounds when carbon contain double bonds. Means when carbon chain contain carbon carbon double bonds, that is called, means they are called alkenes, and here primary suffix we are going to use in. And when carbon carbon triple bond is present, what is the primary suffix? In we are going to use as the primary suffix. When two carbon carbon double bonds are there, for example, like this is there a compound, so here two double bonds are there. When two carbon carbon double bonds are there, we are going to use diene. And when two triple bonds are present, when two triple bonds are present, we are going to use diene. Okay. And when double bond triple bond combination is present, we are going to use ene ine. Okay, ene we are going to be right. This is about primary suffix. Next, let us see the secondary suffix. Okay, secondary suffix, it is give information about the functional group. It gives information about a functional group. See, what is the meaning of a functional group? The most active part, the most active part in an organic compound is called functional group, or the total chemical properties of an organic compound depend on an atom or group of atoms. That is called functional group. Okay, so here there are various functional groups are there with different atoms combination. For example, C double bond O OH, so it is also COOH or COOH. So what is the name of this functional group? Carboxylic acid. What is the suffix here we use? Generally we use the oic acid or carboxylic acid. Oic acid or carboxylic acid. Okay, so when we use oic acid or when we use carboxylic acid, so when you count this carbon atom also we use oic acid. When you not count this carbon atom, we are going to use carboxylic acid. And next, SO3H, sulfonic acid. SO3H is what? Sulfonic acid. Secondary suffix we are going to use as it is sulfonic acid. Anhydride, C double bond O, or this is the anhydride. Okay, C double bond O, C double bond O, this side R group and this side also R group. This is called acid anhydride. Here we are going to use oic anhydride. Ester, C double bond O, OR. It is sometimes COOR. Like this also it will look. So it is called ester functional group. So it is called, what is the secondary suffix here we use? O8. O8 for the ester, secondary suffix. Okay, this is acid chlorides, it is called COCl, or acid halides also it is called COX. Okay, acid chloride or acid halides, acid halide. OL halide we are going to write OL halide, we will write OL halide. Okay, for chlorides OL chloride, for bromides OL bromide, for iodides OL iodide we are going to be right. Okay, next, these are some more functional groups. So amide, amide itself, cyanide, nitrile. For isocyanide, isonitrile we are going to use aldehyde Al, ketone one we are going to write, alcohol OH, ROH, alcohol OL we will write, thiol, amine, double bond triple bond ine we are going to be right. Okay, this ine and ine we know these are what? Primary suffix. This is also primary suffix. Ine are what? Primary suffixes. Okay, this is about total information about the secondary suffix. Secondary suffix gives information about functional group. Okay, what is the meaning of a functional group? Functional group is nothing but the most active part or the total chemical properties of an organic compound depend on an atom or group of atoms. Okay, such type of groups are called functional groups. Okay, so which part will give information about functional group? Secondary suffix. Okay, next, primary prefix. Primary prefix, it represents the nature of principle, nature of the principal or parent carbon chain. Means whether the given organic compound is open chain compound or closed chain compound. Okay, so if it is open chain compound, acyclic or non-cyclic, it is also called open chain compound or aliphatic, aliphatic aliphatic compounds. Okay, so for this there is no primary prefixes, means for example this is the open chain compound. Okay, no primary prefix. This also you can consider it as the open chain compounds, open chain compounds. For open chain compounds there is no primary prefix, which means whenever we are having an open chain compounds you no need to use the primary prefix. Next, cyclic compounds. For cyclic compounds we are going to use, for example this is a cyclic compound. So what is the primary prefix we use? Cyclo. And bicyclic compounds. For example this is a bicyclic compound and this also a bicyclic compound. So for such type of compounds what we are going to use? Bicyclo. Next, tricyclo. Here tricyclo is not there. Okay, so tricyclo. Next, for spiro, what is a spiro compound? So this type of compound. So see here we have only one common carbon atom is there for two rings. These are called what? Spiro compounds. Okay, right, this is the spiro compound, only one common carbon atom for spiro compounds. And for bicyclic compounds, see here this is a bicyclic compound having two common carbon atoms, that is bicyclic. And here these are the common carbon atoms for these two cyclic rings. This type of cyclic rings are called bicyclo, and only one common carbon atom is there, they are called spiro compounds. Okay, so this is about what? Primary prefixes. What are the primary prefixes? For open chain compounds there is no primary prefix. For closed chain compounds cyclo we use, only one for monocyclic compounds. And two cyclic rings, fused cyclic rings or bridged cyclic rings. For fused cyclic rings or bridged cyclic rings we are going to use bicyclo. And spiro we are going to use for the this type of compounds if two cyclic rings are having only one common carbon atom. Okay, next, secondary prefix. Secondary prefix, it gives information about substituent. It gives information about substituent. Okay, it gives information about the substituent. So what is a substituent? The substituent, it is neither the part of the main carbon chain nor the part of the functional group. Okay, na? Such type of groups are called substituents. For example, chlorine, bromine, iodine. This is the nitro, this is nitroso, alkoxy, epoxy. So these are all comes under what, children? Secondary prefixes. Even R groups, alkyl, R group, alkyls also comes under what, children? Secondary prefixes. Secondary prefix will give information about the substituent. Okay, so these are the parts present in the organic compound, means IUPAC is the name of organic compound. Okay, so what are the parts we have discussed? Secondary prefix plus primary prefix plus root word plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix. Okay, so these are the parts present in the IUPAC name of the organic compound. Depend on the structure we are going to use the sum of the parts and we are not going to use the sum of the parts. Okay, depend on the structure of the organic compound. For suppose here we are having this compound. So okay, so now let us name it. Here chlorine is there, here OH is there. Okay, so here OH is what, children? It is the functional group, and chlorine is what? It is a substituent. It is the substituent. Okay, now name it. Okay, so numbering you give 1 2 3 4 5. So here what is the name of this compound? 5-chloro 5-chloro, and it is so here what is the 5-chloro? It is the substituent and secondary prefix. Primary prefix is what? It is closed chain compounds, so that's why we are going to write cyclo. Okay, and next root word. Here how many carbons are there in the main carbon chain? 5 carbons are there. Pent, and here what is the primary suffix? So it is saturated, there is no double bonds or triple bonds, hence it is saturated, that's why we are going to write an. And here what is the OH functional group? When OH is the functional group, secondary suffix is ol plus ol. So now whenever we are having adjacent vowels a, e, i, o, u, y, okay, whenever we are having adjacent vowels a, e, i, o, u and y, a, e, i, o, u, y, the first vowel we need to strike off. Okay, we need to remove the first vowel. Okay, therefore what is the name of this compound? 5-chloro cyclo pentanol. Pentanol, this is the name of the compound. Okay, so in this way, this is what basic structure of IUPAC and what are the parts I have explained you. Okay, so what we have discussed, what is the IUPAC and what is the basic structure of IUPAC and what are the different parts present in the IUPAC, and one example I have explained. Okay, thank you for watching.